He was banished from the hero's party because they thought he was too weak, but he proves himself as the strongest knight. So Ares calls him useless, banishing him from the party, and he ends up changing his name to Red. After some time, we see him foraging in the woods, and he looks down to appreciate the view of the borderland region of Zoltan. We learn that the nation is bordered by the wall at the world's end, while the rest is surrounded by marshland, making the nation difficult to access with no strategic value. This has slowed Zoltan's development. He sells the herbs at the Adventurers Guild, where we meet the girl Magria, who buys it for 130 perils. Other adventurers in the guild ask him why he doesn't replace his bronze sword. Red shares his dream to open an apothecary, saying he prefers the slow life. As he leaves, he meets the boy Tanta, who reveals that he's going to deliver lunch to his father. He tells Red that he will grow up to be a carpenter, so he can make a shop for him, even though he doesn't know what blessing he has. He inquires about Red's blessing, but Red brushes off his question, reminding him that he needs to deliver lunch to his father. So he takes his leave. We learn about divine blessings, which are powers granted as skills to people based on their class. Red's blessing is called Guide, and it does not have an innate skill, but it gives him access to common skills and helps him find medicinal herbs. He narrowly escapes an encounter with an owlbear, and he returns to the village where he finds the people from the guild waiting for him. They tell him about the owlbear in the woods, and we learn that he is a D-ranked adventurer. When the adventurer Albert asks him to help guide them through the mountains so that they can defeat the owlbear, Red refuses to help them, saying he does not care about ranking up. So Albert leaves while Magria tells Red to drop the herbs off at the guild. Red counts his money, realizing that it will take him half a year to save up enough to open his apothecary. He hears a knock on his door and sees that it is Tanta's uncle, Gons, who tells him that Tanta has a serious illness called white eye. Red goes to check up on him, and he confirms the illness, saying it will put Tanta at risk of going blind in 24 hours, so they need to find medicine to treat him. Gons asks Red to help him, offering a reward, but Red notes that the mountains are off limits while the adventurers are there, and he would get kicked out of the guild if he is caught. But he tells Gons that he will help as a friend, telling him to keep it a secret from the guild. Red makes his way to the mountains, trying to avoid Albert's party, but he discovers that they use fire magic to fight the owlbear, and he is afraid that the herbs will perish. So he rushes to collect them, but he is confronted by the owlbear. Realizing that it was able to escape from Albert's party, he dodges its attack, slashing it with his sword and fleeing the scene. Albert eventually discovers the body of the monster and notices the slash on its chest. Realizing that it was attacked with a blunt weapon, Red delivers the herbs to Gons, and they cure Tanta's illness, so everyone thanks him. The doctor tells him that his apothecary will be beneficial to Zoltan, saying he will have plenty of orders for him. Gons follows him outside, and Red asks for the reward he offered. After some time, we see an adventurer named Ritz who is visiting the guild to fill in a job completion report. Magria tells her about the opening of Red's apothecary, and she takes an interest in him. We learn that Gons built the apothecary for Red as a reward for saving Tanta. During the grand opening, Red overhears other adventurers talking about Rudy's recent victory against the Demon Lord's forces, and Red thinks his exit from the party was for the best. Gons asks him if he has any big dreams, so Red tells everyone that he has accomplished his dream by opening his shop, and that he wishes to enjoy his life. One day, we see Red wondering why he has no customer, thinking it is because of the bad weather. But Ritz enters his shop, recognizing him as Gideon, and they have tea together. We learn that Ritz is the second princess of the Duchy of Lagervia. And Red wonders why she left her princess duties. So she explains that she did not want to get involved in politics. She wonders what he is doing in Zoltan, noting that his new name, Red, sounds similar to Ritz. So he admits that he took it from her name, and she is flattered to hear this. After Red tells her how he was kicked out of the party, Ritz becomes angry, thinking it is unacceptable because she knows that he tried his best to help the party. She asks him if Rudy and the others were okay with it, and he tells her that they seem to be doing good without him because they appear to be winning the war. He brings Ritz a cup of tea, and she is impressed, saying it tastes better because he made it for her. In a flashback, we see Logurvia's officials discussing the situation with the hero's party, as an official urges them to retaliate against the demon army before they run out of food and fuel. Ritz interjects, noting that the demon army is in the same situation, and she suggests striking the fortress where they store their food. Ritz's master agrees and assigns the hero's party to defend the castle while they take on the army. We learn that Shin was disguised as her master the whole time, and he defeats her. But Red comes to her rescue after suspecting that something was wrong with the master. He helps her hold off against Shin until Rui arrives, slicing off his arms and stabbing him through the chest. Ritz is traumatized by the experience, and she stays out of war councils for several days. So Red checks up on her. She reveals that she is afraid of losing another person and failing her people, as she grieves for her master and the fallen soldiers. Red tells her to stay strong because she is the captain of the Royal Guard, encouraging her to join their quest, because the war can only be won if Logurvia has the will to fight. We learn that Red helped Ritz recover, and together they were able to vanquish the Demon Lord's army. Ritz asks Red to let her work at his apothecary, and he tries to refuse, but she says she can handle the store while he is away, so he reluctantly agrees. She asks him if he has original concoctions that will make his apothecary popular, so he shows her a potion that can increase the volume of other potions. But she explains how a potion like that would crash market prices, noting how he does not know everything. He tells her about another potion, which is a less addictive painkiller. But she tells him that he will require the Zoltan Council's approval before he sells it. He realizes that her knowledge would be helpful for his business, so he asks her to stop by his shop whenever she has the time. But she tells him that they will never be apart. They enjoy dinner together, as Ritz tells Red that she will buy a bathtub and a bed, telling him that she is going to move in, and this leaves him in shock. Meanwhile, Ares introduces the assassin Taizé to the hero's party, as he explains that she is a talented assassin and will make a good replacement for Gideon. Rudy tells Taizé that she will be under her command, informing Tisei about their mission to hunt for a weapon which the previous Demon Lord left behind. Red and Ritz have breakfast together and discuss their work for the day. Planning to get the medicine approved, Ritz suggests a reasonable salary for her services, and Red agrees to her suggestion. They head to a furniture store owned by a goblin called Stormy, who asks Ritz why she is with Red, so she tells him that she is moving in with Red, causing him to become surprised, and he congratulates Red, thinking they are in a relationship. Red asks Stormy why he is being so nice to her, so Stormy tells him that it is because, unlike him, she is a customer who pays the full price. Ritz buys the bed and asks to have it delivered to the shop as they head over to their next destination. Ritz mentions how Stormy's shop always has good items, and Red explains that it is because he has leveled up his craftsman blessing. We learn that blessings are granted by the almighty Demis, given randomly regardless of a person's status, and the only way to level up a blessing is to kill another person who also has a blessing, turning the world into a violent place. Red notices Tanta being bullied by another kid, so he interrupts the fight. The bully throws a rock at him, but he deflects it, telling the bully to use his skills to fight monsters. The kid runs away, and Red goes to check up on Tanta's injuries. Tanta introduces Red to his friend named Al, who Red notices is also injured. Ritz arrives, and Tanta is surprised to see her with Red, so she tells him they are good friends, and that she started living with him, which Tanta finds even more surprising. Red asks Tanta why he was fighting with the older kid, so he tells Red that the bully, Adam, started the fight, Al tells them that Adam was not always violent, but he has become hot-headed lately, and Red thinks that it is because he just discovered his blessing. Red explains that blessings affect someone's personality, and Adam has the bar brawler blessing, which focuses on fighting with whatever is at hand. Red adds that Adam has a high affinity for his blessing, making him a natural-born brawler. And Red reveals that certain blessings steer people to do bad things. Al becomes terrified after hearing this, saying he does not want a blessing. Red asks him about it, so he reveals that he is a weapons master, which makes him skilled at mastering weapons. Al is afraid that he will turn out like Adam, so Ritz and Red comfort him, telling him that while blessings will determine what kind of life he will lead, it is only a part of him. Ritz and Red head off to get their new medicine approved, and Red tells her that once they change the shop's name, he will not let her off easily. So she teases him, wondering if he wants her to stay with him forever. At the office, their proposal is instantly rejected by an official named Dan, who kicks them out of the room. So Ritz goes to another official, who tells her that they have come at a bad time, since a remedy that they approved a month ago is being misused as an illegal narcotic. He tells them that this ordeal has put a lot of stress on Dan, who has been left to deal with the angry townsfolk. The man tells Ritz that he will personally approve their remedy, knowing she can be trusted. Red apologizes to Ritz for making her do all the hard work for him, but she explains that she is happy to help him. They return home and discuss ways to make the apothecary more popular. Ritz suggests that Red should come up with a hit remedy, which customers will want to buy at all costs. She enjoys his cooking and tells him to serve food with his concoctions, which gives him an idea. He uses his skills to mix remedies with food items to make them more delicious. And the experiment is a success. Ritz gets to work handing out samples to the villagers, and it attracts more customers to Red's shop. We see a woman buying medicinal cookies for her daughter, and Red's apothecary finally takes off. We cut to the hero's party, where we see the fighter named Dainon arguing with Ares over his poor decisions, which have stalled their progress in finding the weapon. Dainon thinks that banishing Gideon was a mistake, since they never had issues while he was their guide. Dainon asks for Rudy's permission to search for him, and she allows it, telling Dainon to look for him. Dainon talks to the cleric, Theodora, about their suspicions regarding Ares and how their friend Yara left the party because of his decision to banish Gideon. Dainon says that even though he criticized Gideon for his mistakes, he never thought of him as a liability, and he is determined to find him. Red thinks about how he never imagined that he would be working at an apothecary with a princess, and they go back inside. As a group of adventurers enter the shop, surprised to see that Ritz is working there. She tells them that she has quit adventuring and moved in with Red, which surprises even more. And one of them leaves the shop devastated, so they follow her outside. Ritz tells Red that she wants to drink mead, and she leaves to buy it. Right before Albert visits the shop, wondering if Red killed the owlbear, he denies it. But Albert knows that the wound on the owlbear was from a blunt weapon, which is similar to Red's bronze sword. But Red continues to deny it. So Albert becomes upset, and he points his sword at Red, telling him that he was going to ask him to join their party. But before he can say anything else, Ritz attacks him, threatening to kill him if he hurts Red. Red calms her down, explaining the situation, and she tells Albert to leave. She expresses her annoyance at Albert's attitude, thinking they should have killed him. But Red explains that killing Albert would be a bad idea. Since he is the only B-rank adventurer, Ritz wonders why he did not defend himself. So he tells her that he knew Albert would not go too far and thanks her for protecting him. They enjoy dinner together as they celebrate the success of the apothecary. When Ritz reminds Red that they need a bathtub, he says that he has already asked Gons to build one for them. And Ritz says she wants the bathtub to be big enough for two, referring to its size because she enjoys relaxing in a big tub. But Red gets flustered at the idea. He suggests that they should go to the sauna on their off days, and she agrees. We see Red sitting in the sauna, having an endurance contest with Stormy and Gons. They tease Red about his relationship with Ritz, but he tells them to mind their own business. After some time, Red gets up and makes the room steamier, causing Gons to pass out. So they take him outside, where his sister, Nails, scolds him for exerting himself too much. Stormy notices the lack of customers, and Nails, the sauna's owner, tells them that he has gotten fewer customers. After a new bathhouse opened up, Nails gets annoyed at Nails for giving up so fast, telling him that she will keep visiting as long as he serves them drinks. She asks him to give her beer, and the others join in as well. After going back home, Nail and Ritz think of ways to get more customers to Nail's sauna, while Red serves them herbal tea to reduce their fatigue. And he suddenly comes up with an idea. He visits Neff and offers him a sack, explaining that he can use it to add a steam therapy option at his sauna. Neff asks what steam therapy is, and Red explains that it is a technique used by a race of wild elves, where they make an herbal soup and bathe in it to help with their fatigue. He offers to provide Neff with a steady supply of herbal sacks if their idea takes off, and Neff is thankful to them for helping him out. He agrees as to continue running his business, letting them relax at the sauna for free. Nail and Ritz suddenly walk in, so he tries to leave, but Ritz stops him and makes him stay with them. They sit together, as Nail tells Ritz that she was smart to pick Red over the other men in the village, and the two discuss how helpful and talented Red is, but he faints from the embarrassment. Neff's sauna becomes popular among the locals once again, and as they all head back home, Ritz tells Red how she never imagined life in Zoltan to be so fulfilling. She tells Red that she wanted to drink meat, because in Lajervia's tradition, when a couple takes a month off from work after getting married, they enjoy meat together. We cut to Rudy's party, where Ares is annoyed that two people left the party, as Tis tells them she has set up camp. She sits next to Theodora, who asks her if she is disappointed in the party. Tis says she cannot complain, and Theodora tells her that their party did not have any non-combat conflicts until Gideon left. She wonders why he left and wishes for him to come back. An official from the Adventurers Guild named Galantine visits the shop and asks to speak with Ritz. Red tells him that he can speak with her once they are done opening up for the day, but Galantine says he should ask her. He says he knows her well, so Galantine agrees to wait for her outside, as Red goes to ask her, and she says that they should make the officials wait longer. Ritz heads outside to meet the officials, just as a member of the Thieves Guild sneaks in and offers Red a valuable elven coin in exchange for letting Ritz go, but he declines, saying she is priceless, and he would not let her go, even if they offered him 1,000 elven coins. The man realizes Red's sincerity, but keeps the offer open in case he changes his mind. Ritz also rejects offers by the officials and tells them that she has signed a lifetime contract with Red, warning them that if they drive Red out, she will leave with him. Red is happy to hear this and gives her an amber stone bracelet as a gift, telling her to consider it as down payment for her lifetime employment. Ritz teases Red, telling him that a gift like that might give her the wrong idea, which makes him blush. And he says he will buy her a different gemstone of her choice, but she tells him that anything is fine. Meanwhile, we see two people as they discuss their plans to get Ritz back in the Adventurers Guild, since she is a wild card and can cause trouble for them if the guild is unable to keep an eye on her. We see Ritz thinking about how she never imagined being able to live with Red like this, and remembering her time with Red back in the heroes' party. In a flashback, we see that Lagervia is struggling to fight back the Demon Lord's army. So they set off for the neighboring duchy of Sunland to seek help. They have to slip through the Demon Lord's defenses to reach the nation. So Gideon suggests going through the Bewitching Woods, which the demons do not want to enter. Gideon explains that Yara will act as the key to their strategy, showing how much he trusts her. Gideon's group heads into the woods. The group makes their way through the woods, but they run into scouts from the Demon Lord's army who are searching for them. After being tipped off by the mercenaries that Ares hired, Gideon suggests that he and Yara distract them, while Ritz and the others break through their lines. They succeed in defeating the scouts. After Ritz slays all of them, Gideon reunites with the party, and Ritz hugs him, apologizing for putting him in danger. After getting help from the neighboring nation, Ritz stays back in Lagervia to help rebuild it, deciding to not join the hero's party, since she did not want to come between Rudy and Gideon. Back in the present, Ritz feels thankful to have reunited with him, a simple life in Zoltan. She heads out to make a delivery and runs into an adventurer who threatens to tell the kingdom that she is living with a man. Ritz is bothered by his threats and says that she prefers this life over her previous one. As she goes back to finish her delivery, we see Rudy wide awake in her tent, thinking about the time when she found out that her brother left the party. Ares lies to her, saying Gideon left on his own and that he tried to stop him. Rudy senses that he's lying, and she attacks him instinctively. Before coming back to her senses, she heals him, but we see that she feels there's a hole left behind. Ever since her brother left the party, Ritz visits Dr. Newman to deliver his order, but they are distracted by a commotion outside, which they investigate to find an unconscious man in his home due to his elevated heart rate. Ritz suggests giving him an antidote that he made, and when Dr. Newman asks him how he knows about it, Ritz explains that he maxed out his first 8th skill, which allows him to relieve symptoms without knowing the cause. Dr. Newman explains that he suffered from an overdose of the recently approved drug and warns Ritz that more cases like this might appear, requesting him to stock up on the necessary medicine. Ritz scolds Ritz for coming home late, but forgives him when he makes lunch for her and tells her what happened. She thinks the drug is dangerous, but Ritz tells her it isn't their job to track down the seller, and instead suggests they should go to the river to relax. The two enjoy their time swimming and eating barbecue while being awkward at times, but they both laugh at their own embarrassment. And Ritz points out the irony, since she was very forward with him at the start. Ritz tells, and she was always scared he would reject her, but Red reassures her, saying that she wants to get much closer to him. We see Ritz's party heading into the desert, and Ares reveals that they can find the weapon they're searching for in an old ruins. The group begins resupplying to prepare for the journey, while Tice collects water for everyone. Ritz walks over, and Tice asks her if she ever sleeps, since she always finds her awake when she peers into her tent at night. She explains that her blessing erases her need for sleep and food and suppresses her ability to feel emotions or physical discomfort as a sandstorm blows, but it doesn't have any effect on her.